What if I told you that owning a Bentley could quietly cost you more than $500,000? And most of that isn't even what you pay up front? Sounds unbelievable, right? Because when people picture a Bentley, they see elegance, status, and effortless luxury. What they don't see is the full financial reality behind it. This isn't just about buying an expensive car. It's about stepping into an entirely different level of spending, one where every decision, every mile, and every repair comes with a premium. Today, we're breaking it all down. Not just the price tag, but the real cost of ownership over time. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it takes to live with one and whether it's actually worth it. Quick favor before we dive in. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel is all about exposing the real numbers behind luxury, so you never go in blind. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The true cost of buying a Bentley. Let's start with what everyone expects, the purchase price. Bentley sits in a very specific space in the luxury world. It's not flashy in the same way as a supercar, but it carries a quiet kind of authority, and that comes at a price. A brand new Bentley typically starts somewhere in the mid-dash, $200,000 range. But here's the reality. Almost nobody pays that base price. Because buying a Bentley isn't like buying a regular car. It's closer to designing your own. You're choosing everything. The exterior color, the interior materials, the stitching details, the trim finishes, the wheel design, the sound system, even small touches most people would never think about. And the moment you start customizing, the price climbs fast. Adding premium features and bespoke options can easily push the cost up by $50,000, sometimes much more. And for buyers who want something truly unique, the sky's the limit. Then come the additional costs. Sales tax, registration, dealer fees, luxury taxes depending on your location. These aren't small add-ons. They can add tens of thousands on top. So by the time you actually take delivery of the car, it's very common to be well over $300,000. But here's the part most people don't expect. That's just the beginning. Chapter 2. Insurance, the reality check. Once you own the car, the next step is protecting it. And insuring a Bentley is a completely different experience from insuring a typical vehicle. Insurance companies look at risk, and with a car like this, the risk is high. Not because Bentley owners are reckless, but because the cost of fixing anything is expensive. Everything about the car is premium. The materials, the engineering, the labor required to repair it. Even minor damage can lead to major bills. A small accident that might cost a few thousand on a regular car could easily escalate into something much larger here. And insurance companies know that, so they price accordingly. Depending on your profile, your driving history, age, and especially where you live, you could be paying several $1,000s a year, or significantly more. Urban areas, higher premiums. Younger drivers, even higher. And over time, this becomes a major recurring expense. It's one of those costs that doesn't get much attention up front, but adds up quickly in the background. Chapter 3. Maintenance, the ongoing commitment. Now we move into the part most people underestimate. Maintenance. A Bentley isn't just built to look good. It's built with complex systems designed to deliver a specific experience. Smooth power, silent cabins, advanced comfort features. But maintaining that experience requires consistent attention. Routine servicing is not optional. Annual maintenance alone can cost thousands, even when everything is working perfectly. And then there are larger service intervals. These can push costs even higher, depending on what needs to be checked or replaced. But the real financial risk? Unexpected repairs. Once the factory warranty ends, every issue becomes your responsibility. And because of how advanced these cars are, even a single problem can lead to a significant bill. We're talking about suspension components, electronic systems, engine-related repairs, cooling systems, specialized parts that aren't easy to source or replace. This is why many owners choose extended warranties, not because they expect the car to fail, but because if something does go wrong, the cost can be substantial. Owning a Bentley means being financially prepared, not just for regular upkeep, but for surprises. Chapter 4. Fuel, the daily expense you can't ignore. Now let's talk about something you'll deal with constantly, fuel. Bentleys are designed to deliver effortless performance. That means powerful engines, smooth acceleration, and the ability to move a heavy car with ease. But performance comes at a cost. Fuel efficiency isn't a priority here. You'll be filling up with premium fuel and doing it often. Even moderate driving can lead to a noticeable monthly fuel bill. And while each individual fill up might not feel like a big deal, over time, it adds up quietly, consistently, year after year. It's one of those expenses that blends into your routine, but plays a bigger role than you might expect. Chapter 5. Tires and Brakes. Wear and tear at a premium. Let's move on to wear and tear. Bentleys are heavy vehicles with serious power behind them. That combination puts a lot of stress on key components, especially tires and brakes. Tires don't last forever, and with a car like this, they tend to wear out faster than on standard vehicles. Replacing them isn't cheap either. High-performance tires can cost thousands for a full set. And if you enjoy driving the car the way it was designed to be driven, you'll go through them quicker. Brakes are another major factor, from pads to rotors. Everything is engineered for performance and comfort. But when it's time to replace them, the costs reflect that. And if your Bentley comes equipped with high-end braking systems, those replacement costs can be significantly higher. This is the price of combining luxury with performance. Chapter 6. The hidden costs nobody talks about. Now let's talk about the costs that don't show up in the brochure. The hidden ones. These are the expenses that creep in over time and catch new owners off guard. Things like professional detailing to maintain the finish, protective coatings to preserve the paint, secure parking or private storage, transport services if you're moving the car, wheel repairs from everyday damage, battery replacements, software updates. Even replacing a windshield can become expensive due to integrated tech. None of these seem extreme on their own, but together, they form a steady stream of additional spending. And over several years, they can add up to a surprisingly large number. Chapter 7. Depreciation. The biggest hit. Now we get to the biggest cost of all. The one you don't see, but definitely feel. Depreciation. The moment you drive your Bentley off the lot, its value starts to drop, and unlike other expenses, you can't control it. Luxury vehicles tend to lose value faster for a few reasons. They're expensive to maintain. Newer models come out with updated features. Many buyers prefer vehicles still under warranty. All of this pushes resale value down over time. So even though you paid a premium to own it, the market won't necessarily reward you when it's time to sell. This is where the biggest financial loss happens, and it often outweighs everything else. Interestingly, this is also why used Bentleys can seem like incredible deals. The first owner absorbs the biggest drop in value. The second owner gets the same experience for significantly less. But the ongoing costs? Those don't change. Chapter 8. Is a Bentley an investment? Let's clear something up. A Bentley is not an investment, at least, not in the traditional sense. Yes, there are rare cars that increase in value over time, but those are exceptions, not the rule. Bentleys are designed to be driven, to be enjoyed, to deliver a level of comfort and craftsmanship that few cars can match. They're not designed to outperform financial markets. Could certain models become collectible in the future? Possibly, but predicting that is incredibly difficult, and not something most buyers should rely on. If you're buying a Bentley, it should be for the experience, not the expectation of profit. Chapter 9. Putting it all together. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. When you combine everything, the purchase price, insurance, maintenance, repairs, fuel, tires and brakes, hidden costs, and depreciation, the total cost over 5 years becomes very real. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars beyond just buying the car. And in many cases, the total ownership cost can exceed $500,000. That's the true price of the experience. Final thoughts. Is it worth it? So the big question, is it worth it? If you have the financial flexibility, if buying and maintaining a Bentley doesn't affect your lifestyle, then yes, it can absolutely be worth it. Because the experience is unmatched. The comfort, the craftsmanship, the presence, it's not just transportation, it's a statement. But if you're stretching your budget, if you're focusing only on the purchase price, then it can quickly become a financial burden. Because the real cost isn't what you see up front. It's everything that follows. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. We break down the real cost behind luxury, cars, watches, lifestyles, so you always know what you're stepping into. And if there's something you want us to cover next, drop it in the comments. See you in the next video.